Wow, so different.
Well, it's been a good day. Not just beachcombing, which is always fun, but when Devlin met those people that said we should check out up on the hill here a bit, which is something we were probably going to do anyways. It just sort of inspired us to do it right away in our rubber boots. British Columbia, North Coast hiking boots. And yeah, it's just such a different landscape. All the rocks and those little tiny trees that seem stunted, probably from the harsh terrain and climate they experience. You just have to get through a bit of bush at the beginning, right by the beaches, and then we flagged our whole trail because it does look all the same once you get up here, so that might be a good idea to bring some tape. We sat up at probably one of the highest points we could find that had a good view. Pretty good spot.
Pretty good spot.
We thought this ridge was going to be the one that got us to see moonshine, but she's still quite a ways away, so we didn't quite get to that bay. And just looking at the time, we're going to start heading back. But maybe tomorrow we'll just hike up right from the bay we're in up to these bluffs where they connect. Like we could get to it, but it would be another little ways to go. We have a really good view of the boat Raven that came in this morning. And we met them I've met them before, but we ran into them in Moncton Inlet. And now they're here. So we made it to the bluffs that have a good view for them and took some photos and found this really nice little pond, I guess you call it. The water's quite warm. Not really wanting to swim in it. It looks a little murky on the bottom, but it's nice. There's lots of life up here. And now we're going to head back.
this is an actual trail. This is our trail that we're marking, and we don't want to leave any trace. We don't want to leave anything behind, and we also don't want to confuse anyone else who comes through this way.
Including ourselves tomorrow.
Including ourselves tomorrow. So we're taking down all the flagging as we come in, or hopefully all the flagging as we find it. And then it just leaves us pristine for the next people to enjoy.
Yeah, and we may be up in the area tomorrow.
Yeah,
so.
And we don't want to get confused. Were we following this route or that route or that? We should have counted how many we put up.
I was gonna say 10 down. How many to go?
Yeah. Oh, I just gotta take a layer off.
Yeah, it got warm once we got into the.
Once we got into the shade.
Yeah. And out of the wind as well.
Yeah.
It's a little more sheltered up in here.
Always good to have layers, like extra things to put on if it gets windy. But also nice to take them off.
That's true.
And since we lathered up with sunscreen earlier.
Yeah.
This is pretty good.
And I even took my jeans off because I brought shorts, and I'm sporting my shorts and gun boot look today.
Very
which is a good look.
Yeah. And always good to hydrate too with that sort of So after this trip, what else do you want to get for the boat?
Flagging tape. Because we might do more hikes like this. Well, I know we will. And I can see the next one way over there.
Gun boots ready?
Check.
Oh, it's right in front of us there.
Well, maybe we might have went up there, but oh well.
You've stopped.
Oh yeah, I thought I would just show you guys, if you can see, the wolf tracks right here. So this is the route we took. You can see our footprints. But these, the good news is these were here on our way through. So.
And they're going the opposite direction.
They're going both directions.
Oh.
Well, they're going this way, and we're going this way now. Yes, so they're going that way. Opposite of what we're doing now. But we did see them earlier. And we did see a couple others when you get into these little dried out muddy areas. So they are up in this part of the island, for sure. I mean, I wouldn't have doubted that anyways. But, and this is a route they obviously take. They're following our flags. No, that was over there before. And one thing you might notice if you're hiking in these areas like this, where there is game around, is they'll have game trails. You'll see actually little paths. If you get down low and look, you can see little trails where the brush has been cleared out, and the more clear it is, the more frequently that game trail is used. Here it's a little harder to tell because there's so much open space and rocky areas, but they obviously do come through here. And I think our next flag is somewhere up here. Probably.
I agree.
Okay. This is a good one to keep if you're going to leave one, the last piece of tape before the beach. So that, yeah, if someone doesn't flag it, then they can at least see this.
Nowhere to go down.
Nowhere to go down to the beach at least. So.
Not everyone carries flagging tape on them.
No, and I don't either. You do. So, and I'm glad you did, because it would have been difficult to find our way back with the geography here. It just looks all the same. And I was just mentioning, when you're going that direction, you're not really looking back enough to see what everything looks like behind you. But we got back in a fraction of the time.
Yeah.
Because we'd already established the route. And going out there, we're trying to find the route, the best route, because it wasn't all passable. Like, there were areas that you wouldn't have got around. You had to get to a ridge and pick the next path. And yeah, so anyways, we're almost at the beach. Hopefully the dinghy's still there.
Let's
Should
go
be.
check.
Yes. We're out, and there's not much beach left. So it's a good thing we brought that dinghy right up to the tree line, basically. It's a couple over. But we were walking this whole beach earlier. What did you collect?
We're gonna have a beach fire.
And the beach we're going to has no wood.
Has very little wood, so we're bringing some back, and everything fits in the dinghy.
Yeah.
Everything important.
Yeah. And we could come back here and have a fire where the wood is, but we want to have one right near the boat.
Yeah, we're gonna invite our neighbors.
And there's a nice little beach right by the boat.
Not gonna be graceful getting out. Oops, out.
How about I get the rope? If I can. It's soft. Like a ballerina. Yeah. Okay, is this the beach?
This is the beach. Someone else has already had a fire.
Yeah.
Those are tracks.
Oh, lots.
Lots.
Again. Wow, they're everywhere. And moonshine is right there. dumped off the little pile of wood that we picked up. And we'll go back to the boat, get a few snacks, and the tide's going out. So we'll get more and more beach. And then we'll come back and have a fire. So this is the beach. We're going to have our fire on. And I was just showing you guys here, the sand is like powder. We're just up under the trees, so it's shady. With all the sun, it's too bright. It's pretty awesome.
And are you here by, have you been here by yourself?
No, there's more wolf tracks. I don't think we're going to escape wolf tracks. They're all over. You can see them. They're pretty much on every beach, I think. Show everyone how big this tree is. It's coming straight out.
Yeah.
Right out of the rocks.
Yeah, it's grown down on top and it's got all sorts of new growth on it. So. Nature is resilient.
Sure is. Finds a way.
Oh, you're doing it the real
Little
way.
paradise as well.
Wow.
We brought some paper to help start, etc. But really regenerate. It just depends on the particular site conditions.
So I would often go in, like, but it's a, there's millions of trees planted across Canada. Off probably 80% of the clear cuts. It's went out. It's not out. And so I planted a Alberta and cherries and plants.
All right, so what are you doing over there?
Cooking my dinner.
Did you kill it?
Yeah, caught this up in the hills on the hike earlier. It's a northern British Columbia smoky. They run wild in those hills. And now I'm eating my dinner, living off the land. Cooking off the land. And that is a hot fire. My hands are hot.
So that's the final product.
That's it, yep.
Gonna have it with some toppings.
Yes, I only brought mustard and ketchup. We might go to a place called Devlin Bay.
Well, if you look at it on the charts, how could you not just be even interested in Devlin Bay?
Yeah, and someone really wants to go see it. And I'll give you one guess who it is. There's two people on the boat, and someone named Devlin wants to go see it. So we'll go see it. I think it's a must.